So while I'm talking, I hope you look outside, because these are the first Art Nouveau buildings that we see here on the left side, and later on the right side you see these very heavy entrance areas, like they are almost like castle-like. And this is typical for Finnish National Romantic Art Nouveau. It was built between 1880 and 1920. There was about 40 years where they built this Art Nouveau style. And one reason why it looks very strong is of course the material. Helsinki is situated on top of a 2 billion year old granite, and this granite is very hard, very strong. And this is basically used for the foundations of all the buildings here. Also the cobblestones you see here, everything is this granite. But then also, this architecture style was also a political statement of the Finns. The last Russian Tsars, the last two, Alexander III and Nikolai II, they really didn't approve of the Finnish autonomy anymore. They wanted to suppress them and tried it. And so they kind of answered with strengthening their course in every walks of life. Music, you might have heard the name Jean Sibelius, for those of you who are interested in classical music. He is the most famous classical composer from Finland, and his Finlandia actually was something like a political protest song, which however nobody actually realized outside of Finland, which was actually intended to be that way. So but also the buildings here are like a political statement, a little bit like it's based on the national epic Kalevala from Finland, that was compiled in the 19th century from the rune songs that used to be the means how the Finns passed on their traditions to the next generations during the Swedish time. For many centuries they were so-called rune singers, and they sang these stories and myths from the past. And then in the 19th century they compiled the Kalevala, and that was something like the crystallization point